Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms coming to you live from Escondido, California. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling Friday the 13th. I just realised. And supposedly we must have a full moon tonight too. Is that double bad luck, or is it double good luck? Or is it just super fantastic and sparkling? Who knows? Who cares? It's just another Friday. And today has been really hot. It's been really nice throughout the entire week. Haven't had to have the AC on, and then all of a sudden today it skyrocketed on the temperatures, and the AC was on earlier, but now it's cooled down enough that I can have the windows open and get a nice cool breeze going through here. But tonight I wanted to talk about giving back. Different ways that we can give back. I had to go to, where did I have to go today? I went down to Joanne Fabrics to pick up another ball of yarn for my blanket, which is coming along fabulously. The one I showed you the other day, it's over there, so you'll just have to wait to see that. And walked in the door, and right in front as you walked in the door, there were these shelves that had clearance on it. And I was like, oh. And I thought, clearance, oh, I wonder what they got there. It was balls of yarn, lots and lots of balls of yarn. And I had a look, and they had little red tags on them. And they said 25% off the red tag. Well, the red tag was already their clearance price. Then you take 25% off that. And I was like, ooh. And as I was looking at them, I was looking at the weights of the different yarns that they had. They had one that was 5 ounces. And I know it only takes me about 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces to crochet a hat. So I thought, whoa, that ball could be 2 hats. And so I got this really cool, I'm working on it right now, this really cool yarn here. It's got the, almost looks like ice cream, doesn't it? Let's see, you've got vanilla and lime and lemon. So I thought, wow, and this here, I'll probably actually end up getting about 2, maybe 3 hats out of this. And so I just went down and picked out some different ones. I got some ones with different shades of purple, I got ones with different shades of green, ones that just got different shades with a little sparkle in them. Then they had this big one that you can make really cool blankets out of. And all I could think of at the time was, oh my gosh, all the people that can benefit from the hats that I could knit with these, or the blankets I could create. And I've always been one for doing chemo blankets and chemo hats. So I am on a mission to, I think I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 of them? Yep. Oh, there's 5 over there, plus that is 6. So let's see, 6 balls with 2 to 3 per ball. So you're looking 18 chemo caps, and then I've got enough yarn to do probably 2 nice chemo blankets. So, and it cost me a total of $40 with taxes. But then the really cool part is that Joanne Fabrics then gave me a 20% off coupon. And I said to them, and it's a 20% off your total order. And I said to the woman, I said, does this work on sale items? So if I get items that are already on sale, and like the yarn over there, and you get the 25% off the sticker price, then does that mean I get another 20% off? She just stood there going, yeah. And I was like, yes! So that means I can go back and get more yarn off their clearance rack at their 25% off the clearance price, and get an extra 20% off, and make even more chemo blankets and more hats, so I can end up giving to more people for less money. And I was like, that is so awesome. I would have been happy to have paid full price for the yarn on this. This is the beginning of a hat. It's the beginning of a hat here. So I would have been happy to have paid full price for the yarn, but the bonus of getting the yarn on sale like that means that I now have the resources to do even more chemo blankets and chemo hats, and I may even do some preemie hats too, because sometimes, you know, those little babies, and a preemie hat just needs to fit on the, I think it's got to fit the fist. I think it's the fist when the hat's, no, it's got to be smaller than that. I think it's an orange. I'll have to go look it up. But it means I can now go even get some baby yarn, because I had some baby yarn there too, where I can go and do some preemie caps as well. So I am just super excited about this, that I get to do all of this stuff. Yes, I will show you my progress as I go with the blankets and the caps and stuff. I'll get them all finished and then bundle them all up and take them all in. And before I do that, I will show you the really cool stuff that got made out of them, because it's super exciting. So what other ways can you give can you give back? Because, you know, you get so much in life, it always pays to pay it forward and give it to others as well. So what are other ways that you can give back? There are things like if you're in the coffee shop, grab pay for the person behind you, pay for their coffee. If you're at a fast food drive-through, pay for the car behind you. I did that one time. I accidentally cut this guy off in line and got ahead of him in line. He was not happy. So when I got the window, I said, can you put whatever he ordered, put it on my tab? And so the guys did that too. So I got away from there before he could say anything, because I just like to do that. But it's my form of an apology. But, you know, what other ways can you give back? You know, see somebody who's homeless, buy them a sandwich. Other ways, you know, people will make up, get like the 1 gallon bags and make up packs to give to homeless people that will have, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, a pair of socks. Socks always seems to go over really well with homeless people. And like a granola bar or something like that in there. And they make up these like little packs that they can hand out to people. What are other ways, you know, serving in a soup kitchen? What are some other ways that you can give back? Being a volunteer at the hospital, being a volunteer in the local community library, being a volunteer at, you know, like museums, and, you know, just find ways to give back. It's always good to give back. I find I just feel really good, and I feel even more super fantastic and sparkling when I'm able to give a smile to somebody's day because, you know, I've made a hat, you know, they've got a hat or something like that. And even though I don't know who gets my hats and my blankets, just knowing that somebody out there has got a hat or a blanket that I made just gives me a little warm feeling and like warm fuzzies. And I like that. But I always like for things to, you know, if somebody does something nice for me, I always try to turn around and do something nice for somebody else too. So it's just being an act of kindness. If we're all out there loving on each other and helping each other and all of that, you know, it makes the world a better place. It makes the days even brighter and sparklier, and it makes days like, what do they call it? Yeah, Friday the 13th with a full moon, which is bad luck, good luck. It's just more super fantastic and sparkling. So put some super fantastic sparklingness into somebody's day by finding a way to give back to others. And it could be just donating your time, an act of kindness. It could be donating books to a library. It could be paying for somebody's groceries or paying for somebody's gas. You know, sending somebody a gift card for groceries or something like that. You know, just random acts of kindness. Just go out and do something nice each day for somebody, and just to make your day even more super fantastic and sparkling, and it'll make somebody else's day even super fantastic and sparkling. So what are some of the ways that you give back? Or some ideas that you have about giving back? You may not necessarily do them, but what are some ideas that you have about giving back? I always think it's fun to find out what other people do, because it could inspire other people to go out there and give back as well, or it will give me more ideas on ways that I can give back to those less fortunate than myself, or those who are going through tough times and that sort of thing as well. So go make somebody's day super fantastic and sparkling by going and doing a random act of kindness. That's it from me for today. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you tomorrow. Hekonera.